Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to add a table to your Microsoft Word document and how to format that table. First thing we want to do is ensure that we have a blank sheet up, and if you don't know how to add a blank sheet, I'll leave a video in the description showing you how to do that. Secondly, we want to go up to our ribbons section, and then we want to ensure that we're on the insert tab, not the home tab, but the insert tab. Right beneath the insert tab we have our table option here. Now if you click the little arrow below the word table, you could insert a table in several different ways also. Now you could insert the table by selecting the amount of rows and columns that you want. So these little squares here represents like a square of how many rows and columns you are able to have. Let's say we just need 3 columns and 5 rows. We'll come across, now we're not clicking, we're just hovering over the mouse onto these squares. So we're hovering the mouse over to the right top row or the first row on the first 3 squares, and as you could see, as I have hovered over the mouse over the squares, they either appear or disappear, as you can see, right? So we don't want these much columns, we only need 3. So we're going to ensure that 3 squares are in red. Then we need 5 rows. So we're going to go down until we get to the 5th row. We are already in the 1st row. Then we go down to the 2nd row. Then we go down to the 3rd row. I hope you could see the rows appearing on the document as I go down, right? We go down to the 4th row. We go down to the 5th row. And we click right there, and we have our first table. Now let me undo this by going to Home and then undo by clicking that arrow that swings left, and I'm going to show you another way to insert a table. So let's go back to the Insert tab on the ribbon menu. We're going to click the little arrow that is below the word table, or you could just click anywhere and it will come up all the same. And then instead of using these little squares, we're going to use the Insert Table option. So let's insert the table. Again, let's say we need 3 columns and 5 rows. We're going to type the number 3 into where it says number of columns, and then we're going to come down to rows, and we're going to take that 2 out, and we're going to put the number 5. Now there are several options beneath here for that. You could either do the fixed width, which means that your columns will have equal amount of width. You could do autofit contents, which means when you type it in, it will fit accordingly and the table will expand by the columns. Or you could do the autofit to window. We're not going to explore these in this video because that's not that type of video. So we'll just select fixed column width and we'll click OK. Now we'll undo that because there's a third way to add a table to Microsoft Word. We'll go to Home. In the tab menu for our ribbon, we'll click the back arrow that represents undo, and we'll go back to Insert. Now let's go back to Table, and now we're going to draw our table in. Now we're going to click Draw, and there's a pencil here that shows up that represents drawing. Now we want to start with drawing a line. Now I'm sure that you've drawn a table before in school using a pencil and a ruler. So what we'll do, we click, hold, and drag and let go. If we want another row, we can come down, click, hold, and drag for as long as you want it to be or as short as you want it to be, and then we could come across. Now I prefer not using this option when you just need a basic table because it takes longer to me, and this is for when you're customizing your tables. So this is a bit more advanced. I just wanted to put this in the video to show you that you could use this method also. And for the formatting, let's undo this, right? And let's go back and we'll insert a table the traditional way. Now the simple formatting that I like to use is under the design table section. Now as long as you have a table and you are selecting the table or you're in the table, this table design section, it's gonna come up. Now right below here, there's a section that gives you different designs for tables. I already have a video with this showing you in depth how to do this, but it was when I was creating a BOL for truckers or a bill of lading. If you want, you could see that video. I do an in-depth tutorial on how to manipulate and format tables for that bill of lading video. You could check that out also. Now we'll click the down arrow as I just did, and we'll just choose a design. Let's choose this one, which says grid table 5 dark accent 6, and we've formatted our table. Now you could click anywhere and you could start typing as you desire. All right, so this is how you add a table to Microsoft Word and how you apply simple formatting to it. More videos like this will come in the future, but to see these videos, of course, you have to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one, and remember to hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first to know.